This is Mogadishu, one of the most dangerous cities on earth. The Somali government controls the capital, and the Islamist group al-Shabab has been pushed back. But they're still operating and still launching raids. Ali Hassan hasn't always been a hairdresser. Just months ago, he was an influential member of the terrorist group. Now he's trying to start a new life, despite threats from his former comrades.
I may be living dangerously, but it's worth it.
He's happier to talk in a quiet neighborhood outside the city center. Here, near the heavily fortified United Nations compound, it's relatively safe, by Mogadishu standards. Only here, surrounded by armed security men, will Hassan talk about al-Shabab and the terrorist network stretching across Africa.
There are close links between the different terrorist groups. And this isn't just about shared beliefs. One example, many important people in Boko Haram in Nigeria were trained in camps here in Somalia. Fighters from al-Shabab often travel to Yemen for training, and vice versa. There are lots of connections.
Hassan says he joined the group out of religious conviction. Because he had completed high school, he quickly rose through al-Shabab's ranks. His final post was in its administrative center. It was there that Hassan discovered how African terrorist groups share know-how and fighters.
It's not easy, but they found out how to do so. One important method involves disguising fighters as migrants heading for Europe. They join the big groups of migrants that set out from Somalia. They cross several borders before reaching Libya. But they don't carry on to Europe from there. Instead, they vanish into the desert in the south.
Al-Shabab means the youth in Arabic. The group is considered an offshoot of al-Qaeda and is thought to have between 7,000 and 10,000 members. It's responsible for many attacks and kidnappings, targeting politicians, aid workers and journalists. Although largely based in Somalia, al-Shabab also operates in neighbouring Kenya and Uganda, both countries that have sent peacekeepers to Somalia. The militants have taken advantage of the chaos and fragile security situation left by 20 years of civil war. Somalia's central government is struggling to assert its authority across the country. Much of Mogadishu is still in ruins. There is little infrastructure to speak of, ideal conditions to recruit terrorists. Insiders say the intentions of al-Shabab to move beyond Somalia's borders should not be underestimated.
They want to turn Somalia into an Islamist state. And that's not all. They have Pan-African and even global ambitions. Al-Shabab's former Minister of Information always said, "We have to keep fighting until we've raised the Islamist flag over Alaska."
Ali Hassan will not fight anymore. He's still a devout Muslim, but he no longer believes in al-Shabab. For Hassan, it's not a group of jihadists, it's a band of criminals.